Rachel Herrera, a solution engineer here at Kubit. You've invested heavily in collecting your customer journey data, yet actionable insights may still feel out of reach. Kubit changes the game, connecting directly to your data warehouse to deliver transparent, trustworthy analytics with no black boxes and no waiting. In this demo, we'll be walking through Kubit as if we are an e-commerce brand wanting to understand how different marketing channels and campaigns are acquiring and converting new users to checkout. Within Kubit, we can organize all of our different reports and insights on what we call dashboards, and each dashboard is a rich visualization of your warehouse data. The way that data arrives in Kubit is by connecting it directly to your cloud data warehouse via our data modeler. Within the data modeler, you can create custom schemas that allow you to analyze your data in all various sorts of ways, but always know that it's coming from your central source of truth. Primarily, the use cases that you want to use and investigate in Kubit are centered around behavior, customer journey, conversion, and pathing. So let's take a look at a few of those. In our dashboard, we can see that we have a daily visitor count, looking at individuals visiting our website, as well as those performing a search, as we know that searching on our site is a great indicator of actually checking out. We can see that on 6/3, our user count spiked pretty significantly and corresponded with the campaign that we launched for buy one, get one. Unfortunately, our users performing a search are actually down week over week, so we're not seeing meaningful impact on some of those downstream metrics. As we continue to review, we can see our different campaigns here, and our BOGO campaign being at the top of the list, contributing to the most number of users in these given days. Now, when I look at this data, it's all coming directly from your cloud data warehouse, and every report within Kubit actually shows you the SQL behind it. If we continue investigating, we can look at some search and engagement analytics as well to see what critical events users are performing. As an example, I can measure individuals searching for apparel, favoriting an item, and completing their checkout. And unfortunately, I don't see a significant spike in any of these activities on those latter days of the week. Now, we are up week over week, but not to the significant degree that we saw above. So what could be going on here, and how can we validate that hypothesis? Another powerful piece of Kubit is being able to visualize funnels, understanding conversion through different flows, and in this case, we're looking at a typical main landing to completing a purchase checkout funnel. Now, as this dashboard stands, it's fairly informational and lets me know that overall, I have a 42% conversion rate on step 2 of this funnel. But in my use case, I want to look specifically at the last 3 days of the week. Rather than asking an analyst or submitting a ticket to get a new BI report built, I can simply come into Kubit and continue my exploration without writing any code. I can click into this report here, and now I'm brought into Kubit's report builder, which lets you build various types of reports like queries, funnels, paths, etc. In this case, we're looking at a funnel report, and I want to make a change to it. Now, don't worry, you're not going to break the underlying report. Kubit allows you to explore this data and have free flexibility to ask and answer your own questions without needing to ask an analyst or write SQL. In this case, I actually want to see this funnel daily as opposed to aggregated over all time. I can simply change the granularity of my report and click execute. And when I click execute, I'm running a report against your SQL warehouse. So this means I get live trusted data from the source that I know. Now that I have my results, I can see that, in fact, my conversion rate for step 2 has historically been around 82%, but unfortunately on the 3rd, it dipped to 34%, indicating that my hypothesis was correct. These users are not valuable, and they're actually hurting us when it comes to our checkout conversion rate. If I want to learn more about the individuals that maybe didn't check out, or even search in this case, rather than asking somebody to pull me a list or give me a CSV export, in Kubit, I can simply right-click and inspect these users further, or create a cohort of them and leverage them in any other type of reporting that I may be interested in. I can also use Kubit's out-of-the-box AI features to further explain this report to me using natural language. And better yet, create my own reports, again using natural language. You can continue to build other visualization types in Kubit: histograms, typical bar charts, crosstabs, as well as retention analysis. And what's even more powerful about tools like Kubit is that we're not only letting you segment based on data, we're also segmenting based on behavior. In this retention example, I can see that users who search twice in a single session retain slightly better than the overall, but those who share an item on social media are actually my higher retained users. This can be super powerful when I want to understand who I should target and how I can craft a user's experience. I can also see paths of users as they move through my funnel to understand what else they may be doing and identify new ways that users are finding and purchasing items on my website. I hope you enjoyed this short demo of Kubit. Please let us know if you'd like to see a longer demo, and looking forward to speaking with you.